us. I am your host, Imaya, also known as Lovely E. And welcome to Connected with E. Woo!
Hey.
Y'all just all quiet.
Hey.
And of course, to my right,
Nia, okay, you supposed to be my co-host.
I know, but you know it be like that when we got special guests. It be, I do my speech.
She gets somebody else.
Yeah, and I act a little.
She gonna act different
cool.
now.
It
You're
be
brand
like
new.
that. You know my daddy. Oh Lord, that's my excuse for everything. And of course, guys, we just want to thank y'all so much for tuning in, bringing the world to Charlotte and Charlotte to the world. Ugh. Now I just had a brain fart. But of course, we're gonna shout out some local businesses, some artists. Just keep the business going. I'm talking about the business. Just keep the city going. I don't know why I'm having a lot of brain farts. But we have a special game.
Be that way sometimes.
You know, it be that way.
It's Monday, yo.
It's Monday.
Monday be like that. Yeah.
Ooh.
Here we go.
No,
Buddha
okay,
Monday.
whatever. But thank you so much for tuning in. But like I said, we have a special guest today.
Oh, special? We're gonna give me special. Word.
Everybody's special.
Come on.
Yeah.
Thank
Everybody's
you. That's
special.
right. That's right. Everybody.
So at first, like I was saying, at first I was pronouncing it screwed. What I
Skewed.
said
You said
skewed.
skewed,
I
like-
said skewed, but it is screwed.
Yeah.
So we have a Mr. Jermaine Spencer
Yeah.
in today, founder of Platform NC.
Platform
And-
Music and Culture Series. Yeah.
You said
It's the Platform Music and Culture Series.
the Platform Music and Culture Series,
Correct.
an entertainment industry networking brand, a talent management agent,
Talent management. Yeah.
a clothing brand owner.
Clothing brand. I'm more of the clothing brand marketer. So
Okay.
there's an owner and founder that lives in Baltimore. Screwed. I run the Southeast and kind of push
And
the brand in the Southeast.
And I was going to ask, is that with the company Screwed?
Screwed. Yeah.
Yeah,
that's
because
Screwed.
I was,
Screwed.
looking all
Yeah,
over
so
your
if
page.
you see people rocking it, man, down in the South, or I did campaigns North Carolina, South Carolina, Georgia, like those are my campaign spaces
Okay.
for Screwed.
Okay.
Yeah.
And like I was saying, 1/5.
Too busy BSing.
Yes.
Busy BSing. Yeah.
And I was gonna say, I don't know if you're still the director
Mhm.
of the promotions at BNR record
Right.
label.
Right. So BNR Records, no, I'm no longer there.
Okay.
But I definitely was running operations at BNR Records for about 9 years, maybe. Something like that. Yeah.
Listen, I
Yeah.
want my
He knows
recognition.
his shit.
Exactly. I
Yeah.
feel like
I've seen a lot on the music
Yeah.
space. Yeah.
listen, I feel like recognition should be given. So
Yeah.
shout out to the record label.
Yeah,
You're off to,
for sure.
better and bigger things.
Shout
y'all.
out.
And a father.
Damn sure.
You a
Damn
father.
sure.
I seen
Big
that. So-
dad. Big dad energy.
Woo, give it up
Come
for
on,
Mr.
Papa.
Jermaine
Hey,
Spencer.
Hey, give it up to all the dads, man. Shout out to
Shout
y'all.
out to
All
the
the black dads,
What-
Yeah, we out here.
One thing about me, I'm not with all that. We can politic. We can get
Yeah.
it. We're
Yeah.
gonna go straight through it. What does Black fatherhood mean to you?
Black fatherhood. I mean, I think what it means to me is, it's a lineage. It is a responsibility. I think what the masses have heard about black dads is, I think it's like folklore. It's fake. It's black dads ain't there. This that, and the third. When in actuality, by the numbers, we talking about percentages, black men are in their children's lives.
Yeah.
Whether in marriages, divorce, co-parenting relationships, whatever the case may be, black fathers are actually in their kids' lives. I mean, obviously we have some that ain't, we get it, you know what I mean? That's just with everybody, but man, it means so much to me, you know what I mean? And I just want to continue to, push that envelope forward and push the narrative like, yo, black dads are here and we gonna make a difference in our kids' lives.
Absolutely. I seen a post recently, and and listen, I think it takes a village, and I love the fact that I think we just all need to come together.
Yeah.
But granted, it did stun on us a little bit as the females. It did. It was LeVar Ball and Deion Sanders,
Correct.
and of course the guy was just going in on how black fathers, and just as far as the statistics of having the backbone of the household and just being successful. And it does.
Yeah.
Just looking wise, it does seem to be a difference when the father is in the household, or just even present in the life. Because I feel like, not everything and not every relationship perfect. Things happen, divorce happens. So it's like, as long as you're just there, I feel like it makes a difference.
Correct. Yeah. I mean, you don't have to be in the household
Right.
to set your mark and to be a big presence in your child's life. My children, yeah, I mean, out of wedlock, you know what I mean? We can say that. I've never been married, but you know, I got two sons, 100% big presence in their life. And yeah, if I wasn't there, you know, because let me just say this: my father wasn't there for me. So you know, I didn't meet my dad till I was 23.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? So, however, I had a good base of people, family, my mom's, aunts, cousins, all that stuff. So I wasn't like alone or whatever the case may be, but learned a lot still. You know what I mean? But yeah, man, black dads, be there for your kids, 100%.
Please.
You know what statistic I read I think during the Super Bowl, there was like, there's not one quarterback who's won a Super Bowl who didn't have a father figure.
That's big. And that's big.
Granted,
that makes sense.
if I was a quarterback that didn't,
that makes sense.
Trying to say
You didn't win because you didn't have the structure and the discipline.
It's my dad's
fault. Yeah.
It's my dad's fault.
Yeah, nah, for real. I mean, that's so big, and that's funny you said that, yo. That's
Think
real.
about it. All the great
You know what the
quarterbacks.
dad gonna say?
What?
What the dad gonna say? It was your mama's fault.
Yo.
You know what the mama gonna say?
What's your daddy
was the
fault?
dad's
Yeah,
fault.
yeah.
So who
yeah,
fault is who?
yeah.
Y'all, just like you said, just be there for your
Be there for your
kids.
kids, I promise
Black
you.
fathers, black mothers,
For sure.
black teachers, just
Yes.
everything.
Black
So real
excellence.
quick, we gonna take it back. I like to take it back.
Let's take it back.
So you mentioned earlier Jamaican Queens, and it's crazy.
Whoa,
that
Jamaica.
Yeah.
Jamaica.
Southside Jamaica.
It's Jamaica.
Close.
I mean,
Close.
I know a few Jamaican
Let me
queens.
know,
I know a few
let
Jamaican
me tell you,
queens. for
let
sure.
some people from
Yeah.
Jamaican Queens see this and say that you didn't say.
Damn, my bad, y'all. I mean, shout out to everybody from New York.
Let me-
Yeah, shout out to everybody from New York.
Jamaica.
But
But
Jamaica, yeah.
I just say that honestly because now hearing you talk more, of course I could tell
Yeah,
you're not from down here.
yeah.
Similar to that, I'm not gonna say up north, but it's just similar to. That's why I said.
Oh, yeah. It's definitely
Sorry.
up northeast kind of little twang on it.
Little-
But you know, I moved to the States when I was 9 and a half. Like
That's
I
the
moved.
giveaway right
Yeah,
there.
Yeah.
I moved to
The states.
The states.
Oh, the States. Oh yeah.
What
yeah.
is what
Yeah.
we call it?
I think I call it
US,
States.
United
Yeah.
States.
But
I think
we
we say
even say America,
America.
or yeah, but we or
But that
foreign.
was a
We say
giveaway.
foreign.
State.
But yeah, the States, man. Like I moved 9 and a half, but I moved to Detroit first. Moved to lived in Detroit, and then come down to yeah.
Potholes and
Yeah.
bullets.
Ooh, yeah, man.
Potholes and
pimps
bullets. Shout out to
pimps and hoes
Detroit.
and all that. Shout out, yeah. What up, though? Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Do you think now coming here 9 Detroit music?
Yeah.
Did that entertainment kind of open? Did that kind of get you interest, or were you already? Because you say you're Jamaican,
Correct.
and we all know. I mean,
Yeah, I'm living in London.
Caribbean music is just
big time. So living
Right.
in London, you know, it's a big melting pot.
absolutely.
And so the music culture is big. Like we talking about back when I was coming up, of course, reggae, garage, junglist, a little bit of hip hop, kind of my upbringing. But yeah, man, you get exposed to all of that in them different cultures. Big on the Jamaica, big on the garage, big on the dance hall, big on the reggae in terms of being black in the UK. But when you move to Detroit at 9 and a half, immediately we on like, all right, even though I heard of Snoop Dogg and Tupac living in the UK, now it's like big Tupac and
Right.
big, you know, Biggie and all that. When I came over here, I was in 95 at the time. So yeah, man. Yeah, it was good music at that time. You know, top of R&B, like R&B to 95. When we talking about the golden era of hip hop and R&B, you talking about 95, you talking about the 90s. And that's when I came.
He got that right when Eminem was about to
Right.
come out, too.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah. I came to the States at a pivotal time
Big
frame.
Meech was running this
Yeah.
shit.
Let me say.
Nah, yeah.
So moving, we still trugging along. So now we're college,
Yeah.
young 20s. Are we still in Detroit? Are
No.
we?
I moved to Charlotte.
Okay.
To my mom and her husband at the time, they got divorced or separated. My aunt was living in Charlotte, so when they separated, I moved my mom here to Charlotte. So I came here like spring semester, 8th grade.
Okay.
So I missed the fall semester, came in half the year, went to McClintock Middle School, and then went to East Meg High School, and then went to North Carolina A&T for college. So that's kind of graduation.
You've been here ever since.
Yeah, been here ever since.
Now, was it a slight transition from Detroit to you coming down here?
Oh, big time. It's a little, at the time I came down, the where the epicenter is right now. That used to be the convention center. The actual
Yep.
convention center was there. I remember that. So that's when I moved. Hornets were still playing at the Coliseum at the time when I moved out there on Tabola.
Yeah.
So yeah, I moved at a dope time, man, and I've seen the growth of Charlotte since I moved. So yeah, man, it's a dope time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, were you still peaking interest in music and entertainment around this time, or were you
Yeah.
like? Because I know from my story, I wasn't thinking that I was going to do this.
Yeah.
I was thinking I was going to be a physical therapist,
Okay.
cutting people and
Yeah.
well, not cutting people, but just
Yeah.
whatever with physical
Getting them
therapy.
under the
I don't know
knife.
what they do
You don't get a
anymore. That's how
scalpel.
much- That's how
Being
much
in
I
a-
done ran away from that life. I don't even care no more.
Would have left somebody wide open.
Right,
Oh, I gotta take this call.
But just helping people in that aspect, and I kind of shifted to
Yeah.
now doing this. So was entertainment always an interest, or were you doing something else? Was it more so like
Entertainment, sports entertainment has always been an interest of mine
Okay.
since a teenager. Man, the love of music, man, the love of like getting your CD when we was going to Best Buy or wherever, manifested, grabbing your CD, opening up the insert inside, reading through it, going to the credits and the thank you, seeing who did what. Like that's the era I come from. I miss that era. Every time you have an artist that you love and they music drop, you go pay the $10 or $15 for their album,
CD, yep.
and you open up the insert and you could put the insert on the wall, you could whatever. Like
Mhm.
now it's not that.
Mm-mm.
So yeah, it's a different wave, and I kind of hate it for the for the kids now coming up, because it's like, yo, they don't get the same level of that personality that they get, or the connection with the artists that they love, like we used to have, like when everybody had Word Up and the girls was in Word Up looking at they favorite R&B crooner, putting their shit on the wall, this, that, and the third. Like now it's just I can stream for $10 a month,
Right.
everything. I don't care. I'm gonna listen to this, listen to that, and you don't get that same connection.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
be honest. Artist said this. I'm not gonna say her name, but it kind of disappointed me.
Yeah.
She was saying how basically she doesn't care whether we like her verse or not, as long as we keep streaming it.
Yeah.
As long as we keep liking that certain person verse.
Yeah.
Then that's all that matters.
Okay.
But then I thought about it, I'm like, well, can you sell out a show?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, so it's like I hate that maybe I feel like because we don't have that connection with the artist no more, that they probably feel like, oh, it was just about streams. And from what I hear, you might can correct me, it seems like people don't even make money from the streams no more. It seems like more artists make it for touring. So when she said it, I kind of just was thrown off. I was like, well, wait a minute. So do you not care about your fan base? Do you not care about the people actually liking your music? You just more concerned about just throwing out a record, it's hot, it pop, you do some record, do some good things in the club, and that's it.
Yeah.
So do you think that kind of maybe tied back into the whole not having to personalize and just,
that experience
Social media has
where it's
connected
connected?
a lot of things, though.
That's a fact, Nia. And then like as far as the music and the artists and streams, first of all, when I met y'all at Konnected Music Industry Night, shout out to Kev, and I got on stage and I was talking, I said, yo, the music industry actually grew. Streaming, the numbers grew. I was talking about the numbers on stage. It grew 4%. Streams did. So streaming is growing and people are making money in streaming. But it's the it's the fact that some people aren't consistent in putting stuff out to where their streaming numbers aren't growing and the algorithm isn't, favorably putting their music up. So, but people are making hella money on streaming. So I want to preface that. But yes, to your point, the young lady that said, yo, I just need y'all to stream, because a lot of the artists are about the clout. So instead of the art.
Right.
So therefore, if you just about the clout and I just want to be famous, then you ain't gonna care about somebody listening to your stuff. You just gonna care about the streams and get the clout. Therefore, we get bullshit music because it's about the clout. So it's just a never-ending circle. Once we get out of the clout era, then I think music and the love of the making music from the artist will, I think, blossom again, and the love from the consumer is going to blossom again. And I think people are going to have more stronger and tighter connections to the artists that they like. Yeah.
So one of our main things that we say on the show is that we're bringing Charlotte to the world and bringing the world to Charlotte.
For sure.
And we've had a few artists come out of Charlotte who've popped, but we don't really have the togetherness, the move together. Like, it's not a lot of people putting other people on.
Yeah.
Do you think the Charlotte can ever do that? And can that happen with you? Like I said, you're working with other artists, you're working under management. Do you think we'll be capable as a city to come together to kind of, just like, for example, how Atlanta did it? You had Jermaine Dupri, then he came up with 4 artists, and then you had like Welcome to Atlanta. Can there ever be a Welcome to Charlotte? Can we come together to do?
There was a New Charlotte movement. You remember New Charlotte?
Yeah.
That movement was post or pre-Baby.
Mm-hmm.
So New Charlotte was Daenerys Farrar. So Daenerys Farrar popped, and he was doing this thing, Black Flag, Denzel Curry, that movement, say 2013, 14-ish. During that time when New Charlotte was lit, they Daenerys was putting people on. I mean, we're talking about, it was some dope people, even with Fetty P was doing his thing, Franklin. Even
have you heard of Elevator J?
Absolutely. Shout out Elevator J. Elevator J is a quintessential
dope.
Charlotte
Very
artist.
dope.
And I put Elevator J on one of his first shows back when he was rocking Elevator. Yo, you gonna remember this. When you was rocking Pride clothing straight out of the West Side, he wasn't the Elevator J that we see today. The Elevator J we see today is the kind of the authentic down home fishing, doing this, the horse rides and all that type of stuff. The one I put on he was still baggy clothes, still, you know what I mean, doing
a grill in his mouth,
all that. Exactly. So I put him on a show. We was on Freedom. It was Ultra Lounge at the time, and I was doing the QC Music Series. I put him on the show. I put I don't know if you know Milan Hightower, but Milan Hightower, he got brothers, the Gnarly Boys. But Milan Hightower at the time was a part of Naj Music. Naj Music, they was on 106 in Park at one point. I put them on their first show before they did 106 in Park, and before Milan Hightower was Milan Hightower, he was GT. So I had him on the show when he was GT. So I've seen a lot of iterations of artists, and I seen Baby Jesus, and I seen, again, before the Baby, I seen Daenerys Farrar put Baby Jesus on.
Right. Yeah.
Brought him on his first shows at South by Southwest. Daenerys Farrar did that for Baby Jesus. Then the next year, that's when he did the diaper at South by Southwest, and then they blew up, and then the Baby's here. So I done seen a lot of that. Like, yeah. But I think Charlotte, to your point, New Charlotte was, I think that thing was a movement. I think we could bring something like that back. It can happen, yeah.
And we start here with Konnected.
We gotta win the Super Bowl.
Denzel?
You know what?
For like people to come and
I feel like that would be music can do it. Music, because Atlanta didn't get no Super Bowl, I guess, not during that time. But I really feel like we just need something that's going to, like, I feel like that really make a difference.
True.
Yeah.
True.
Something.
True.
But Charlotte's already great. It's already great.
It's have to work with the pieces we have.
We
I don't know.
They
it ain't
draft
looking.
night was
you'll
good
put them
for the
puzzle
Panthers.
pieces together.
Well,
Draft night was good for the Panthers. They said we
should have got Shadua. Where is Shadua?
I mean,
Bookie.
we got Bryce.
Where is
Shadua?
Shadua?
Got Bryce.
You know, Bryce.
Bryce.
Hey, I'm praying for Bryce.
Come on, Bryce. Let's go, baby.
Congratulations.
But no, that's what's and I was to say that's what's up. And I was kind of seeing how you mentioned yourself. So Mr. Jermaine, Mr. Screw.
Yeah.
How would you say, what is kind of your impact, or what I would say, what is your key to the door in introducing and helping these artists? Like, I know you preach promoting and networking, and that's kind of the thing that I want to do. But as far as just what are you doing as far as just to help artists and help the people?
So artist consultations is one of the things I do. I like to do strategic music partnerships is outside of, that's more of a brand partnership space. But strategic planning for artists is something that a lot of artists don't necessarily look at. You know, they're more so in the studio and they're trying to go to the showcases and perform their music. But they miss so many steps along the way, and the forethought for like the future of this campaign. They're not necessarily looking at the strategic plan of it and what it should look like. How long, or how does a 12-month plan look? And what are the action items that I need to hit as I'm going through each phase of that strategic plan. So a lot of times, so that's where I help independent artists, right? But because I'm no longer with the label, right? So I did that for a while. Let me just say this, man. As I told y'all about my history with Elevated J and putting on artists, and my first showcase I did was in 2009. My first, I don't know, what were y'all doing in 2009?
Child.
2009. What were y'all
Time.
doing? Tell how old were y'all first of
Spinning
all?
away.
Do you wanna
9.
know?
Yes, I
Oh.
did. I did.
9.
Nine. Okay.
Mm.
9.
Yeah.
I'm
Okay.
trying to
All right. Bet. So first
What was I
showcase.
doing at 9?
That's crazy. So first showcase I did was there the QC Music Series, and then I put so I was doing that, giving artists a real, not just the regular showcase where you got 20, 40 artists going and they all get a song for $25 a song type shit. I wasn't doing that. I was like, yeah, I ain't gonna do that. I ain't about to charge artists for no goddamn perform one song in front of other artists. That's stupid. So excuse me to those promoters that are doing that. But what I'm saying is this is like I was curating the independent artists that I want on my show.
Right.
So I wasn't just, oh, everyone come on, come all. It could be a crapshoot, somebody super trash or somebody super dope. It's gonna be, I'm curating. I want 4 to 5 artists that I'm gonna put on my show, and I'm gonna give them 15-minute sets. Didn't charge them. Didn't, all I asked for them is to promote and just make, and you guys get a merch table. You get a merch table set up. You can sell your merch, and I sold a ticket at the door. That was it.
That's such a blessing to artists.
Very blessed.
So I was doing that in 2009 as the first one. You know what I mean? And it was doing that a while, and did the artist the Carolina Artist Connection. We did Carolina Artist Connection. We did that event. Man, we did so many joints where we're putting on for artists and giving them an opportunity to do something different, man. That's what it's about. Not just doing the cookie cutter and the regular or the money grab. Where we can, because so many artists are very passionate about their babies, and that's their music. So they're gonna do whatever they can, and they'll spend it. Oh, it's only $25 to perform. I bet I just want people to hear my song, blah, blah, blah. They're gonna do it. You know what I mean? But it's like, okay, what is that doing for them? Because what I'm seeing is a lot of times with these showcases, and again, shout out to the showcase, because every showcase has its place and where in everybody's trajectory. Right. But after a while, if I'm seeing the same artist going to the same damn showcase every week, dog, you're running a rat race that you're not gonna go and win nothing. You're just gonna go and perform for the same people. So I try to give artists more game and on that type of level to develop and get to a different place. Other than that, you're just spinning your wheels. Right. Facts.
And crazy that you mentioned, I know somebody who literally is trying to do music, and it's like, I just wish I had somebody that could help me, like, not even gonna say mold, but just give guidance on where do I start, like, because it's talent out here. I got the talent. Yeah. I can sing. I can even get on stage, but like you say, it's more than to that. It's you don't want to stay.
Criticism, all that. Yeah.
All that.
Yeah.
Strong mind and the hustle, because you got to be talent is let's be honest, talent is a dime a dozen. I got talent. I can do shit, right?
You think you can dance?
I got my 2-step I got a mean ass 2-step. Yeah. So yes, I could dance. Right. But no, yeah, man, like talent is a dime a dozen. I got artists that say, yo, this shit's hot, man. This song is dope. This song is dope. I'm like, okay, cool. Everybody got a hot song. But what is the follow-up? What is the plan? What is your budget? What are you looking to do for real? And let's really see if you hot or not. So, I mean, that's just the nut you got to crack.
So yeah, kind of, and then I'm not even gonna say, because that was definitely positive. That's positive feedback. But even on a more lighter note, what would be kind of like the best part of what you do? Is it more like the showcase? Is it more dealing with the artists? Is it the community? Is it the music? What's your kind of like, okay, this what keeps me going, my passion, my purpose of what I'm doing?
It's the community. It's the community, and seeing like the Charlotte music space blossom, to Nia's point. Like, who can we get, to blow up this scene? And everybody has their silo of influence. Everybody from Konnected to Mary Mac to Reese when she was doing her thing. Reese, everybody has their silo of influence in helping the music scene or in the independent space grow. But it's like, it's what we're missing though is the media aspect. And I don't mean this as in local media, but I'm talking about and even though these our voices are heard amongst everybody on the on the web. No, yeah, on the web, because it's available on the web, so everybody across the world can listen to this. But I'm saying like the major players in terms of the media outlets that aren't highlighting the music. I'm talking about from Fox, Rising, or Charlotte Magazine, or whatever, who are the newspapers, the big outlets. They're not putting a light on the artist. So I think there's some shit that can be done in the media space, and maybe we need to get like a spin media to come an office here, or maybe we need a Complex magazine office here, or a writer that works for Complex that lives here or whatever, so that they can then write about Charlotte and it goes to Complex or whatever the case may be. That we're missing those type of things.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
And they got to stop getting caught up too. These executive producers, they get too much caught up. That's the problem. They all going to jail. They building islands, taking kids and going to jail. Stop going to jail.
Hide your kids, hide your wife,
Stop
man.
going to jail and maybe. But honestly, definitely to your point, and kind of where I have this mindset of the sadly the tortoise wins the race, and I feel like if we don't have it, you got to make it.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's one thing, and where it's like, why at this point we got to create it ourselves.
Yeah.
You literally have to create ourselves. Like the same way you have I don't know, is it called Jam Fest? Hot 97 Jam Fest. I don't know, but the same way they just basically created, I feel like we just have to create it ourselves.
Summer Jam.
It just literally has to be
Summer Jam. And quite enough, what happened? Power 98.
We was there.
Let's talk about it.
We was there.
Where?
You talking about last year at that festival when they got acting crazy?
Well, was Charlotte used to have Summerfest. We don't do Summerfest no more.
Yeah.
Charlotte used to do it.
No, that was something.
Was that not a Summerfest?
That's something else.
That was the Sexy Red Kim.
Yeah.
They was promoting it heavy.
Yeah, Power 98 ain't did a summer.
I
Yeah,
think
Power 98 hasn't done a Summerfest since like 2008 or something like that. I could be wrong, but it's been so long since Power 98 has done a Summerfest. And Incog, what's up? Incog, I know you, brother. What's up, man? When we gonna do another Summerfest, man? What we doing? Because I think that was a dope space, man. We used to go. It used to be the pavilion at Carowinds. It used to be all over the place where they did Summerfest. Bring Summerfest back and allow an artist to open up for the big artists in Summerfest. Allow one to that's the type of stuff we need to do. Yeah.
Well, you put it on the floor.
Put it on the floor. Pick it up. Who picking it up? Somebody. Hey.
We trying. We have everything on our back, friend. You get some of that.
All right, let's go. Yeah.
But yeah, I feel like it's just one of them things where and what's so, I'm not even gonna say sad, but I've gotten to a space where I know that we're not gonna sadly get the coverage into something, like you said. Like he did his thing to make him pop. That's when everybody see him, So maybe we got to be in a space where we have to do something that makes us pop. But I really came to the ideal of, hey, we just have to do it ourselves.
Yeah.
We gonna have a slow, steady train, but eventually we're gonna get there.
Yeah.
That's why consistency is key. Us just putting it out, and I think personally Konnected to. And of course, you can make it. We can have it a seed to relate to Charlotte, but I think Konnected and Charlotte, the two. They relate and just sounding alike, and I think we can actually make it a thing and it become a thing where, hey, these people are going to come try, of course not buy us out, but they want to come to us and see what's up and like, okay, we want to work with y'all.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, they're not gonna, that's not a thing where they're like, oh, let's go down to Charlotte, let's go cover. First of all, like you said, we don't even have a festival to cover.
Well, we do now. I mean, obviously they got Love and Life.
Yes.
Fest. That's a big one.
Shout out.
So shout out. That's going to be one they cover.
So
Billboard.
I know
magazine,
I seen it was Ludacris and some was Gwen Stefani. I see some.
Man, it's some big names.
Artists.
Last year, Baby was on.
Am I out the loop or did I know?
You were out the loop.
Yeah.
I think that was
about it.
Yeah, Love and Life is lit. I mean, Baby was on it last year. The first one he did last year.
Oh.
Baby, he was on the show.
Okay.
Hell yeah. It's a lot to it, man. I think let's get the powers that be when they fly into Charlotte. Generally, if they're on like a little layover, you know what I mean. If they're going to like, Florida to New York or something, and they may have like a little. This is what they call a flyover city. This is what they call like, because nobody on their connector flight, they don't go off and venture off in the city. Versus if I was on a connector flight somewhere else and I go to Houston to go to LA or something, in the industry, I might stay in Houston, do something, and then go to LA. Charlotte, it's not that. It's a flyover city for the industry at large. For them guys that's in the major offices, they don't stay, which is changing, I think, slowly but surely. You know, there's some things. Epic Records had an office here, a representative here at one point. You know what I mean? There's some big people that were here, but it just didn't amount to much yet. You know what I mean? But yeah, it'll come. It'll come.
It's gonna come.
Yeah. For sure.
But real quick, so before because one thing about it, I like to do my interview, I like to talk to our guests, and then after that, I like to see if you want to join me and friend doing our news.
I'm with it.
We just go, But I seen that you did some work with Fifth Harmony, or you sent me a link with that. So can you kind of tell us about that? Because I was wait, not you got to go to work, Shout out to Fifth Harmony.
Shout out Fifth Harmony, man. Shout out Normani and all them. But no, so I produced BNR Weekly, which was a pop culture program. You know, those that remember Creative Loafing in Charlotte, Creative Loafing was a big media space. I did a partnership with them as well, where our content that we shot or that we got, Creative Loafing posted it. Shout out to Kim Lawson, one of the editor-in-chiefs that was there at the time of Creative Loafing. But anyway, so I produced that show. We interviewed, you know, I booked big interviews like Fantasia, Neo, Fifth Harmony.
Oh, wow.
Who else, man? Rico Love. I can go down the list of cats that I did. Big artists. The Breakfast Club, CIAA, they came. Angela Yee at the time, and Envy and Charlemagne. We interviewed them. Like all these people, and I booked them. I booked these interviews. So I'm the producer. Like media, I've done media. Like I did media. I got I know how to do it. So that's where you saw the Fifth Harmony piece. And when Fifth Harmony was performing at, I think it was Amos South End or somewhere in in Charlotte, I connected with their management. And when they came in and they did during their VIP meet and greet time. So generally VIP meet and greet is before the show or whatever. So we were able to interview them during that time. And that was dope. You know what I mean? We did so many interviews from Trevor Jackson, Diggy Simmons, the OMG girls, like all that we was doing. I booked all of them. Okay. You know what I mean? To our show. So
missed that, Eric.
Yeah. I did all that. That's what I do that.
I gotta see her.
Yeah, man.
But that's what's up. I said, wait a minute, not Fifth Harmony.
Yeah, big artist, man. Big artist.
London.
Hell yeah,
He's
man.
from London, y'all. Do you go home though sometimes?
Man, I ain't been back to London in 11 years.
Don't go back.
Maybe more. They might not. Help me, please. Now, hopefully,
get them.
Yo, swear to God. But no, I still got family there, so hopefully they can hold me asylum so I can. But I still got family there. Yeah. Still got family in Jamaica, so I think I'm straight.
Okay, yeah, you good. Any future plans? Any future projects coming up?
Yeah, absolutely. Working on something to, quiet as kept. Hopefully in a year or so I could put it out. But I'm working on something to honor creatives in the city and honor or present like a kind of an honors thing for creatives in the city. So yeah, that's something I'm working on. But I want to bring back the Platform Music Culture series. I haven't done it in about 2 years, but we're gonna bring that joint back at some point. But I do want an artist that I can manage. It's been a minute. I managed. Shout out to Casino P. Casino P. I was managing. That was the most recent artist I managed. But I wouldn't mind managing another artist. It's been a while.
We have the perfect artist.
But
and we're gonna put it together.
See
behind the scenes.
Oh yeah, okay. As long as they work and as long as they are, because I'm very particular about the artist that I am going to manage. You know what I mean? I'm gonna be very particular.
Because from words from a boss I know, they said it's kind of like babysitting.
Facts. It is babysitting. Kind of like, and I ain't got time. Right. And if you ain't, you could be talented.
Like babysitting, they say.
It is.
You don't want to.
If I'm working harder than the artist, it's a problem. There's no way. I don't care if I'm in the studio. We got more than the studio. We got other shit to do. So yeah, other than that, yeah, cool.
But okay.
Mhm.
All right. Well, thank you so much.
Thank you.
I know. So we had a woo.
Hey.
This is the time I need a
Hey.
button where I can just clap hands.
Can I say one thing though?
Yeah.
Before you start the news, before you start the hot topics. All right. So shout out Screw once again, but I am wearing a Family Matters. Shout out to my shout out to Samir. But yeah, so you got Family Love Loyalty. He just released a new line, Family Matters Charlotte brand. If y'all know about Family Matters, shout out Family Matters. Shout out Samir.
I don't know, Mama.
Free Palestine. Because I know, you know what I mean, he's definitely repping that hard, Free Palestine. But yeah, that's what I'm rocking right now. And then Screw. Y'all go get Screw. Get Screw. We're gonna get you're gonna be the flyest person in the room if you rocking Screw.
I need to
trust me.
Also, I need to get
week.
Yeah.
All right. But so you gonna stay with us?
I'm here. I'm
You ain't
fine.
ready?
Oh yeah.
Don't be scared now. Lock the doors. Lock the doors. How you feel about that when he told the people to lock the doors and give him his money? If not, I'm gonna beat
Marvin
you down.
said.
Marvin said,
Oh,
Remember he told people to lock the
oh
doors?
my God.
Lock the doors.
I had flashbacks.
Ah! Church.
Lock the doors here?
I got flat.
I'm not now.
They don't date.
I spent a
It's
lot
frowned
of years
upon.
in church.
Yeah.
I've never seen nobody lock. No, he said that that's a common practice. In the
It's a
church.
comment, not necessarily
Yeah.
lock the doors, but the
So-
ushers are stand by the door
Okay.
because they're doing offering and they think
Right.
it's a sacred time and they don't want nobody up and down moving and going out.
Okay, so maybe
That
I
was
was
like,
That's what they saying.
That's what they
The collection
saying.
plate going around. We want your money. Don't leave.
Don't leave.
So yeah.
Has the pastor ever been that aggressive when he said?
Oh yeah, it's been like we need we need 10 people to give $100. That type of shit. Like
We finna rock paper scissors shoot.
Yo.
On that one. Ain't no way.
yeah. Oh,
You mean
we
he's
missed
like,
our mark today. We need another
Now,
1,500.
Now you haven't heard Mr. Mark before.
Man, you
Not
did
in
all
my
that.
church, but I went to other churches and I've heard we missed.
I'm not,
the mark.
I haven't been to church since like 2012, so maybe
But you
since-
had-
Come
I
on,
don't
you
know.
you coming to church with me on Sunday?
I got you. I need to hear a nice
Come
word.
on, I got you.
But we're gonna review our. I don't know. We mentioned a little bit about this, but Konnected, we helped out with the YMCA down in Stratford and our Health Kids Day. So
Okay.
that was pretty nice. You enjoyed it.
I did.
You enjoyed it. The people let us know if y'all enjoyed it. It was horseback riding. It was. I don't know if they had. Now I'm used to, if I'm not mistaken, having certain different vendors come up. Like we had an exercise lady, but I don't know. Maybe we might have missed the exercise lady. But you just basically kids and fitness. So we have an exercise lady. We have kids that are coming out
Moving your
dancing.
body.
Just different vendors. So it was really cool. It was
Okay.
hot.
Yeah, kids don't play outside.
It was
no more, so
hot.
we gotta.
Well, how long y'all there? How long was
It was 10-1.
Oh, it's 3 hours, girl.
But the summer,
Oh, the Sunday,
I don't
yeah,
know
sun.
what's going on.
No shade,
Yeah.
But
beaming.
I don't know what's going on. I thought the heat
Yeah.
don't kick in.
Sun
till
will
about
bust
2
your
o'clock.
ass, yeah.
But this summer heat hit about. It was hitting about like 11:30.
Humid heat down here.
It was very terrible. But that was a great time, and just us coming out there, the YMCA, they're
Yeah.
always nice with us. Have you did anything with YMCA
Respect.
before?
Yeah, a long time ago, McCory Wild did some stuff with McCory Wild.
The
Yeah.
Babies for?
Yeah,
I've been. That's what
McCory,
you might have seen me. I've been out there.
Yeah. At one point, when I was a teenager, I was a camp counselor too. Back when I was a teenager.
Can we not talk? That is
I
a
did that.
Charlotte staple.
I
If
did
you didn't go to the YMCA on Babiesville Road, I mean, it's like how
Facts.
you
You ain't
if
Charlotte. How you
just
ain't from
pass-
Charlotte?
You just didn't pass it by, or you just didn't. Oh, boo.
If it means anything, I learned how to swim at Double Oaks.
Oh yeah.
Close enough.
Oh yeah. The real
Yeah.
Double Oaks. I remember that one.
They still do it. We can shout them
I
out. Speaking
remember
of
that.
healthy kids,
Shout out.
they
Learn how to swim, y'all.
learn how to swim.
Yeah, the kids know how to swim
It
now.
is free.
I don't
It's
think
free.
kids know how to swim nowadays.
Parents don't know how to swim.
Yeah, nobody know how to
No,
swim.
I mean,
know
I
how to
do.
swim.
I do. You
Right,
can swim?
we know.
Yeah, we good. We good.
know.
We
Yeah.
ain't gonna drown. We
Yeah,
good.
ain't no
Yeah,
drown. Granted, though, I purposely try to swim in salt water, like ocean water, with my
Yeah.
eyes open.
I was
It
in
hurt.
goggles.
Yeah, you-
No, I
Okay.
purposely. I wanted to put
You want to
myself in
see.
that predicament if I ever was in the ocean,
Uh,
and something happened. I need to see if I'm able to handle it. And I
For
couldn't
sure.
handle it.
could you see?
I was trying, like I was like,
Salt water.
but it was
boy.
the salt. You
In
know,
your
that's-
eyeballs.
People can swim in salt water.
Sheesh.
The Caucasians
that's
do
why-
all the time.
And I'm not Caucasian. I realized,
Yeah.
I about forgot how to swim. I'm about drowned.
Goggles for that.
But shout out to the Health Kids Day. Now, granted, I'm on y'all allegedly, and it's really not allegedly because they did a bike count. They say y'all stole some bikes, y'all. Please don't do that.
Don't take
Y'all
my
stealing
BS.
free bikes?
Free
They
bikes
did.
from-
They
free
three,
food, free
three,
chicken, free corn, free Italian ice,
three
free
bikes
horses.
were gone.
Right.
Steal some out.
Still stealing.
Yeah.
Come on now.
Very
y'all.
sad.
It's
Very
okay.
low.
Come
Very
Come on,
low
West Side. Where y'all
very
at?
low vibrational. Very,
Damn.
very low vibration.
Also, I do want to shout out. There was a few events in Charlotte. Speaking of an event, I went. It was called Fish Fry. It was
West Side Fish Fry.
West Side Fish Fry. It was
Yeah.
lots of black businesses, all frying fish restaurants, different vendors. It was excellent, and it was in a beautiful area off in your stepping grounds.
You went to
Yeah.
JCSU, Beresford.
That area,
Yeah,
so it was
yeah.
in that same little
Yeah, the
market?
same- the
Okay.
same-
And it was just straight fish fry.
They had some people had other stuff, but it had Italian nuts lemonade. But like it was supposed to be a fish fry, so they had black restaurants who specifically had some type of fish, like in different variations. So so Africans was out there, they was frying fish, however they fry it with the bones.
We don't want that red snapper.
Yeah, it was. It had bones in it and everything.
That's what's up. I
Shout out
love.
my dog Winston, man. He put it on. Winston, shout out to
Okay,
him.
yep. Shout out to
Oh,
us. It was
shout out to
beautiful.
Winston.
It
Real
was hot, but we was out there.
And real quick before we get, so I kind of did. It's a lot going on. I skipped our business of the week. However, our business of the week ties in with the Health Kids Day as well because we actually met her out there. So our business of the week goes to She's Protected, an empowerment encouraging group that basically help women and girls of all ages, providing helpful resources on their personal journey. Your beauty is no mistake.
No.
Shout out
She's
to-
protected.
Shout out to She's Protected.
Hey.
What's
Shout out.
important is physical health
Yes.
is mental health. So
And
that's very
so
important.
meeting those ladies out there, I of course I was like, just like you said, it's not only about the physical,
Yeah.
it's about the mental too. So
Yeah.
and
Hell yeah.
speaking of mental, we're gonna
Hell yeah.
go ahead and put it on the floor. Y'all know they're building a new behavioral and mental hospital in East Charlotte, Mom. So if you
Really?
if you need to, I told my mom.
Oh, Lord.
I'm about to say,
Oh, for
I might need to set an
But it's for
appointment.
teens though. That's
Oh,
why
teen-
I
oh,
said
dang.
it's
Oh,
a
never
new
mind. I
behavioral
set my
mental
appointment.
health hospital for teens. And they did that
Nice.
because the
Nice.
spike of,
Nice.
I'm pretty sure it's between social media. Y'all, I'm pretty sure it wouldn't be a surprise that between the social media, it's been a spike of just more mental problems, or mental health when it comes down to teenagers.
Yeah.
So they're literally building this facility for ages 5 to 18,
Fire.
just straight teens.
Fire.
So instead of just, taking that step to the hospital
Right.
when you're maybe having a mental day,
Right.
you can just go.
That's fire.
Just say
Come
something.
on with it.
Yeah.
Drop them kids off.
Mental health and health is wealth, man.
Do something with him. But it is. And
Kids are crazy.
what?
Kids crazy. as hell.
Let me tell you. Listen, hide the talk about hide the kids, hide the wife, hide the knives, and these kids will stab you in your sleep.
Yeah, man.
So just shout out that I think mental health is very important. It's on the east side though. There's a lot of mental health stuff on the east side.
I wonder where they're gonna be. We're on the east side.
Oh, we can actually
About like East Lamar, east side, or like east, like damn near. What we talking about?
Almont Road, Central Avenue.
Okay.
Oh,
Almont
exactly.
Road,
Central Ave is that's a
Almar Road Central. That is
Yeah.
where East
That's
Lamar was at.
Yeah, so they're gonna have it out there.
Right there by East Lamar.
And they're saying this is a great opportunity. Open. It's gonna be more than 200 jobs
Okay.
created from the.
Y'all ready to
facility.
apply? Hey, tell me we gonna.
You know we already
Listen, but see, now that's one thing about it. I can, my mom. Shout out to my mama. She's used to that world. That world gets a little because
don't be in there.
Oh no, you're gonna have to yoke somebody up.
That's what I'm
You
saying,
gotta
they
yoke.
real sweet, but they can get real sour.
I'll give one of them little niggas a yoogie. Excuse me. I didn't mean to curse. My apologies
And
to
they give 'em a
y'all.
noogie, too. What the?
I'm gonna give him a noogie. Like, what you doing?
You gonna call the police? Come get these kids. Take his pants. Take his. Oh no, they finna take. But yeah, so shout out to. Oh, I'm sorry. This actually has a building name. It's gonna be called. I want to say the Kate Blessing Center.
Kate
And
Blessing.
it's gonna be open
Nice.
spring of 2026.
Okay.
So shout out.
East side about to be popping.
Yep.
Come on.
And we're gonna maneuver. Did y'all hear about the? Oh God. I'm not saying it's a bad thing because I said the prices might drop, but Imperial do better. Y'all seen the security at Imperial? Now, granted, it might have not been Imperial security.
Okay.
Imperial's a nightclub near what's that road?
It's college. It's
College
Street, yeah.
Street, something
College
like
is
that.
6, yeah.
That night, that little. But you
The
know what?
rooftop, right?
Time out though. I'm kind of
Yeah.
sad that we missed the era before that because they said back in the basically 10 years prior to that. it used to be like a thing called maybe Hellcats. It was something. They said that strip used to be popping.
Oh, that strip was fucking.
So
Excuse
that's why
me.
I was like,
It was popping.
but still, it's still popping. However, I don't know if y'all know.
Barely missed the epicenter.
Bar Charlotte and all that. Bar Charlotte was
Yeah, they
there.
said it was
Phoenix.
really popping. But now we have what we have, so we're gonna deal with
So what happened?
So what happened though?
But a
Yeah.
young woman basically was assaulted by the security guard. I guess she was trying to. Well, I don't know. She was trying to get in the line, and they was asking the security guard was just kind of like, security. They think you skipping. They gonna be up on you. And I don't know. She had people already there, and she trying to tell him. He started grabbing her arm, and then it went from grabbing her arm. Then he just, I guess,
I seen a picture of
hit
her.
her
She
face.
beat up
Yeah,
pretty bad.
it was bad. Hit her, punched her in the face. She all on the curbside.
Dang.
Yeah, gave her a black eye, gave her a nod.
I think I did
bust
see
her
that.
nose.
I did see that, but
But one thing I can say,
She lying. It's them steps.
no,
that did.
no.
what happened?
It was
I
them
can't.
steps.
I can say,
She trying to get
a
mad.
manager in Imperial told that the incident happened on the property. They're assisting the police, so
Okay.
they hate that it happened on the property. Now, granted, they didn't clear up because most of the times, sometimes club hire like basically they might have a
Like a
security
10
club.
type thing?
Yeah, so I said a lot of clubs, I don't know, maybe Imperial can sadly be the example, but y'all need to stop hiring these thugs off the streets that are like basically like you might hire a security group and that security group be like, oh, I know some people, I'm gonna send my partners in. Then mind you, you as the club owner might be like, all right, well, cool, we just need somebody. Then you got this somebody who you really don't know who's a third party to your security. That's so I think there probably was, and that's what the people were saying. They were saying the guy wasn't really Imperial's
staff.
security. He
Yeah.
was a second party.
Yeah.
But
They supposed to diffuse the
I
situation.
just say, Imperial, if you
Yeah.
know better, you would drop those section prices very low. I think we're not gonna support abuse in high
You
section.
think she coming for a bag? She gonna try.
Oh,
Is that what she
yeah.
trying to do?
Yeah.
What she doing?
So they might as well drop the bag.
They might need to increase the prices then. If
Hey,
she
no,
gonna do that.
no.
She coming for the
Oh,
bag.
No, I'm gonna call the police on that case. Me too. I wish they would. I wish they would. Y'all better go ahead and do that $550.
Right.
2 bottles for $550. You might get an extra one for $100. And you'll see an increase of people. Go ahead and drop that entry fee to about $15, $20. Let me
They
tell you
got
something.
it.
You gotta work with the people. Because if not, we're scared. At this point, we thinking we finna get knocked out if we go to Imperial. Am I wrong?
Yeah.
I think, agree. I think drop the prices, Imperial. But
Allegedly, all right.
drop the prices. But I do hate that for that young lady.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I hate that. That does not represent our city. That doesn't represent,
Yeah.
Her name was Sabrina Campbell. So
Damn.
Oh my God.
Shout out to Sabrina Campbell. Shout out that security guard.
I see what you have on the docket next. And then before you say anything, do you know who was part of the 3 men that did that?
Yeah, and
You see who it was?
His son's shoes was tight. So anybody that willingly send their son with tight shoes is not a good person.
We used to teach one of
You
my
seen that
students.
pop?
Tight
You
shoes?
seen that tight shoes?
They was too small.
Yeah,
Oh,
during that
damn.
time, for some reason, kids circulation during the feet. For some reason, during that time, they like to kick off them shoes. They go, my feet. And one of his sons used to always complain about my feet. And I don't respect no man that send their kids with tight shoes.
Oh, no.
My daddy used to have me looking like a
Too
big
small.
clown with my big shoes on my feet because he's like,
Need
nah.
some room to grow in them
Right.
things.
So anybody that send their kids with tight shoes, I don't.
Yo,
But you see that they set a possum on fire. Have you seen that video?
what?
I'm like legit.
Where? This is Charlotte we talking
Yes.
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 Have you not seen that? Are you on
Yes.
Facebook? Facebook's been in a
I'm on
complete
Facebook.
frenzy.
about? You on the Charlotte one page?
No, just Charlotte.
It's
Period. You don't have
everywhere.
to be on no platform. Just period.
I'm on Facebook, yeah.
North Carolina wildfires
Wow.
are investigating a disturbing video of animal cruelty. So basically, a possum is being caught on fire, is going rapid through social media. Official says it will definitely be felony charges against animal cruelty. In the video, it appears that was made Thursday night, April 24th. So it just happened like a couple of days ago. 2 individuals being recorded. Mind you, they saying their names. If you watch the video, I mean, they
They're
just
all
saying their
tagged.
names.
They all in
They
the
tagged
comments,
each
yeah.
other. And at least one of the men can be seen dousing the possum with lighter fluid and then setting him on fire. Crime Stoppers says thank you to everybody to sending the animal cruelty incident and posting it on Facebook. At this point, we have enough information to move forward. We don't need no more tips. You're going to jail.
Yeah.
And it was 3 black men. They gonna go to jail.
Damn.
Animal cruelty. Now you know they don't play about that.
I'm
That's like
talking
child
about-
abuse with some.
Shit,
I'm talking about
they
a
set 'em
possum
on
minding
fire.
their business. A possum just minding it now.
that might have been the plate to bring for the barbecue, the cookout. He's
That
going.
was
He's
the
like,
one.
yo,
They know
we
they
gonna
get
barbecue
yeah.
possum.
You
But
need to
why
barbecue that
so
possum.
so here's the question: why we record everything? And then they
It was
said
us.
It
It was.
was.
Yes,
No,
we
I'm not talking
talked
about just
yeah.
us, but I'm just saying in general as a people, as humans.
Yeah.
Why do we record stuff, say each other names, post the video, and then be surprised that we get caught for the crime?
I said clout.
Why do we
Wow.
do that? Did they
Wow.
think we was finna cheer them on for killing a
Wow.
possum?
Yo, that's crazy.
Yeah, I'm gonna see the video.
That's great. I ain't
Yeah,
know
you're
about
like, I
that.
want to see that video. It's
A
A
kind of,
possum.
I mean, they
Facebook
burning
has been
it.
in a complete uproar.
And you know
Charlotte
they
Facebook,
it's been
That's like setting a goose on fire because they don't
Yeah,
care.
they
They
don't
minding
really
their
do
business. They just want to cross the street. That's it.
See, I didn't even know y'all cared about possum. It's the principle. It's the principle.
so
That's
so,
crazy.
I couldn't believe that. I shouldn't have listened. I said, listen, look who dad is out here
Mhm.
shooting up the possum.
set a possum on fire.
That's crazy.
But speaking of on fire, Houston is on fire, physically, mentally, and spiritually. I don't know. And mind you, I threw
And sexually, I heard they burning
I
that.
threw Charlotte in here too because they want to do like a. I don't know if you heard about the DL list. A transsexual she did a download list, and to me, I don't think it's like a download list thing. I think at the end of the day, she looks like a female, and if you really look like a female, of course, people are going to slide in. But she caught herself just exposing the names and kind of going slow so you can see names. So I know some people seen their baby daddies and probably was sick. Like I bet knew that nigga was soft. I bet knew he was sugar.
Damn.
I bet knew he wear my drawers at night and be like, I bet knew my baby daddy. I just yeah. So yeah, I'm just sick. And then mind you, it's this guy. He's on Instagram. He's like a Charlotte type of influencer.
Yeah.
He be doing like a little download thing. So I just say, I just threw that on the docket because that was just be careful.
Fellas, be careful.
This
are we still on
situation is
camera?
actually very close. We actually.
Oh, you know mine. It was on.
I know of somebody that is going through something similar to that.
Ooh.
What got caught up on the list?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, we do.
yeah.
We sure know. We
It's,
sure do know somebody.
You got to be careful.
You gotta be
You gotta be
careful.
Yeah, you just gotta, man, live your truth, man. Like, look, because that way they can't use it against you. Yo, if you gay, bro. Just be gay. Like,
I feel like now every society has made it to where I think a lot of these things it's okay. It's not
just
how
come
it
out,
used to be.
man. If you a homo thug, you a homo thug. It is what it is, man.
And not trying to be funny. And this does not relate, but Shay Shay.
You think he?
Y'all, no, I just
Oh.
said Shay Shay and Trey.
I was saying, what she about? You see my face like,
No,
wait.
I didn't say it relate, but we all thinking it. However, Shay Shay is in Trey and he in trouble. Did you not see he's getting sued for 50 million? They're trying to say his yeah.
It's like,
What you feel about
I mean, no, I'm riding with Unc, man. I'm riding with Unc, man. I'm riding with Unc, 100%.
we ride them.
We ride with Unc.
We ride with Unc, but
Come on.
They're wrong.
But we've been told you to leave. We
Nah, he mess around. Hey, what my man May said. May said this. You play in the snow. Don't be acting weird when that blizzard come. You know what I'm saying? Don't be playing in that snow.
cold.
And here come that blizzard. She
Yeah.
come in for 50.
And I don't think it's not necessarily the fact that she's 19. I mean, that's up to personal.
Oh no, that part. Yeah,
It's
that
kind of
part's
iffy, but it's more so about the race play. That's what he doesn't want to come out.
yeah.
They were involved in some kinks, and I think that they were doing a little bit of race play.
wild.
And she
Okay.
probably might have been saying
Call
the
me
N-word.
big black N-word.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
the voicemail we heard, she's talking about you're gonna put a big black baby in me. She's saying a
Yeah.
lot of different things.
I like the part of the.
Yeah,
I
can see that. I can see him.
I
doing
can't
that.
say
exactly.
it was a voicemail of them arguing, and
Yeah.
he said, "Say manipulation one more time. I'm gonna
Choke.
choke this."
Yeah. Oh no, she like it rough, man.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It
She
was
like it rough.
She knows.
He's from Georgia, right? Florida, Georgia, Louisiana, Alabama.
He's from Mississippi. He's from
One of
the
those-
poor state. It was
one of those
definitely
kind-
down south.
So he's
Someone with no
56
water.
years old. He's been waiting to dominate a white woman like in such a way. So
And it's okay, live
Yeah.
your truth. But you could have did it with somebody at least 35,
Yeah.
40.
no, you don't race play at all. Why you want this white woman calling you an N-word?
Well, they trying to come for Shay Shay. He ain't Trey.
You wild out though.
Yeah.
Shout out to Shay Shay. I like him.
I'm riding with Unc. I'm riding with Unc still though.
I'm riding
I'm
with him
riding
too.
with Unc.
But you know,
It's a shakedown.
Monique tried to tell him. Monique tried to tell him. Monique said, "I know what type of woman you need in life." Speaking of real quick, Kev, please just let us go on just like 5 more minutes. I'm very sick to my stomach on how they did Shador Sanders. I am. No, I am. I'm very sick to my stomach.
Yeah,
I am.
Yeah,
I am.
There's a public.
That was, and I get it. They tried to
Humbling.
lynch that man.
Trying to humble him.
They tried to, but see, I think
Those
they
are
was really getting at Dion.
You think
In
so?
my opinion, oh yeah,
Think so?
Oh yeah, it was really that was more for your dad.
I really feel like
What did he do?
Dion created that.
Dion,
He created his son because his son is arrogant and not arrogant. He's confident. There's nothing wrong with a black man being
right.
confident.
That's why.
But
that's so sad.
I seen some of his transcripts from his interviews with the teams, and he was saying some things. And I'm not gonna be honest. Do everybody watch football?
Mm-hmm.
Hell yeah.
Do you feel
Love
like
football.
he should have been a number 1 draft pick?
But I feel like not number one, but
not 144.
First round. First round.
Crazy.
But for him to be there's nothing wrong with being confident.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with that. But for him to be as arrogant and confident as he is, and you're not. I think that's a problem. Same thing with Bronny. Like it's 1,000 people who have worked hard that can get where you're at, who actually deserves to be here.
But that's the problem though. Yeah, of course. Now we can agree. Yeah, maybe not top pick, but. Come on now.
First and second round.
You know why it was crazy?
Travis Hunter was throwing that ball to himself.
You know why?
We've seen it. Y'all gotta stop playing.
But time out.
Oh, chill.
Time out. But you know why it was crazy? To me, in my opinion, and if people are pulling up statistics, how is it if he sucks so bad? Why is he on basically when you go to the NFL page right now, Instagram, Facebook, he's the first 5 posts.
I mean, the name.
He's the first 5. That's what I'm saying. He's the first.
But he was good though.
Why y'all wait? Why y'all?
He was good, Nia.
You waited. You waited. But that's what I'm saying. Just said. I mean, if you just need ratings and money, just say that. Y'all purposely waited and dragged that out. Y'all purposely Y'all purposely dragged it out. Y'all purposely. I mean, literally, like, come on now. Yeah. I just feel like
they just wanted to humble him.
Yeah, I just feel like, which is fine, but it's just like. Look, like that was just very distinct.
Yeah, think about it. You grew up rich. You grew up a millionaire your whole life. You know, you're gonna have some type of pompous attitude towards you a little bit. He's not bad. He just
confused. Yeah. He's not bad.
Cam not bad, but Cam was great. That's the thing. Cam could do that because he was excellent. He was the number 1 draft pick, and he wasn't in the facts. Travis Hunter was throwing the ball to himself.
Stop! No, I can't. I can't stop. Stop. Shador was good. Shador.
Sure, he is good. He's good.
But that's what I'm saying.
The average man, yes, he's good.
Do he do? But 144. And then for y'all to turn around, if I'm so bad, if I suck so bad, why you keep posting me on the and post Cam, post the number 1 picks. Y'all got him. Y'all using the Sanders name,
which is why I do think that is a lynch. So that's right. So why y'all keep that is true? Because why y'all don't? That's true.
What about the other guys? So that's why I think
not so good,
they were trying to get out. They was trying to get at Dion, which Dion should have seen that coming. Like they gonna
could be, man.
So.
And that's true. And
I think so. I agree with both. I agree with you. Do I think he was the greatest? Absolutely not. So I'm pretty sure. But the fact that y'all dragged it out and that y'all had 3 times the views as last year, and of course they purposely had it. People had to keep watching because they was waiting for his name to get called. So I don't know. But shout out to all the NFL draft. Shout out to the Panthers. We got the little Hawaiian boy. He gave like he gave like a little snake thing to the owner. So shout out to him. I hope we do good things.
We had a great draft, I think.
Yeah,
B+ draft. B+ A.
Yeah. But yeah. The NBA playoffs, I be forgetting about them, but what is it, Oklahoma City? Yeah. They're already in it. Why they keep talking about what's his name? The Lakers versus
Ant.
Yeah.
LeBron.
So the Wolves are winning right now?
Yeah, 3-1, I believe.
They're gonna come back.
Correct.
Bro, he gonna do this.
Did you see what I put on my story note?
I don't know about that. I don't know.
Bron gonna do
LeBron tried. Luka cried. Shannon lied. The Wolves in 5.
Yo,
we're not here to play with these. Y'all see how Ant playing.
Listen,
I hope I'm actually a Luka fan, so I always support Luka first.
I don't know. I know Bron got some of that. Bron, some gonna be back. He gonna pull something out that hat.
Oh, chill. Oh man, not the hairline.
Hairline
took it straight. Damn.
I can't. No, shout out to Bron though. Shout out to NBA playoffs. I haven't been really watching it too much. I can say though, they're saying that the East Conference basically is no competition right now. So
Huh?
No.
Well, it's fan. I think
thinking
so.
about-
I'm a
I
Detroit
think
Pistons
compared-
fan, and it's a great series.
Are
No,
y'all?
I can't say. I think now Detroit out there balling, but as far as the other ones, I'm not hearing too much
Yeah.
about like how they were last year, like Boston, and you know,
Boston
I'm hearing
swept us.
Boston is
They didn't
crying
play
a
John
lot.
Morant?
Huh?
Who played John Morant? Who just
They're
swept them?
actually out.
Yeah, who they?
Damn, they just to
I think
Oklahoma City.
So that's why they were saying it was
Swept
like
them.
the West Side is,
Got 'em
which
outta
is
here.
true. They got the West Side. They got a lot of competition.
Mm.
The East is cool. I think Detroit probably is the hardest. Out of all the teams right now that's playing the hardest, I'll probably say Detroit because I don't know what's going on with Boston.
But they doing bad.
When they balling, no,
They not-
Boston up.
What's his name?
Three
Did he
more?
get hurt?
Yeah.
Who?
Jason
Tatum.
I'm
He
sick
did,
of
but he
him.
good. I think he good. He good.
I don't like that because
I
when I
see
used
that-
to play, FanDuel, I don't got time. Is you good? Is you not good? Is you here? I'm checking every 2 hours to see your
They
injury
do that.
report.
That's going.
I don't got time for stuff like that. And you better go out there and ball out.
I hate that. Too.
I don't like that. I can't keep checking your injury report status. Are you good or not? Are you gonna play or not? Stop all that crying. You see LeBron, they caught LeBron doing like a little fake.
Yeah, that was sickening.
What do you do?
He did something. I
He
think
was trying to get a what's it, a flag? I don't know, but he
Get
was
a
laying on the
foul.
ground
He had to
looking
make
for
sure.
attention. And he checked to see if anybody was.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm LeBron James.
I'm hurt. They looking. That's great.
Yeah.
Damn.
Pope Francis died, y'all. R.I.P. to him.
See, I'm so out the loop. I didn't even know that.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not
Pope
Catholic.
Francis
I'm
died.
not Catholic, but
either.
R.I.P.
But I heard he did some good stuff, for the community. And I heard that he was one of the popes that didn't touch the kids.
He lying.
So shout out. Allegedly,
They all be
I don't
touching
think-
kids.
I think this was a good one
Mm-mm.
though. This was one of the good ones. They said he did some good for the community.
He
Shout
died
out-
with $100 million in assets too.
Yeah, shout out to Pope
So
Francis.
that,
They laid him. to
well,
rest
you know
this
what? He
past
probably didn't
weekend.
touch no kids because all that 100 million assets would have been to all those kids. He was
Yeah,
touching.
so they laid him to rest this weekend. So
Shout out to them.
all right, y'all got 1 second. Did you like sinners? Yes or no? That's it. Answer the question.
We don't even have to talk about the
No, we
movie,
don't.
but I will say that I would like to discuss. It's breaking a lot of barriers. I think they said they've made the most out of any horror film in the last 10 years.
Really?
Yeah,
More than
Yeah.
like Key and Peele?
that's why I
More-
just seen that.
More than Jordan Peele?
But I heard it's not even a horror movie. It's like a thriller.
I guess it's categorized. It's not to horror to us, no, but it's horror because it is. blood.
I want a real horror. I want
vampires
I want
and
like
stuff.
a
Yeah.
real horror movie. Like I want to.
What I would
like
say
a
about
real
that
horror
movie, you remember in Straight Outta Compton when Jerry Heller stole all the Easy money?
Yeah.
That's what I think Sinners was about. That's how I took it.
Yeah.
That's-
Like,
Yeah.
yeah. They said it. Now they
That's
said
why
it's based on
the
stealing
big-
rock and roll.
The
right? It was
big
something like-
picture of it is how I took it. Like when I seen them vampires walking to the thing, I said, "Oh my God, those are the."
Mm,
And those are people preying on black people and sucking the life and the music out of.
mm.
That's what that.
My
That's,
mama-
what-
That's how you took
My
it.
mama
That's how I
said
We
she
gotta have a
liked it.
conversation. When you go see that, we can have a conversation
Yeah.
because I have my theory too. I don't want to.
Now that's what I heard. I
I won't
heard
go
it
too
was
deep.
a theory about the stealing of the music of the black
Culture,
people. That's
yeah.
what I. That's
It kept saying,
something that I
yeah,
heard.
you gotta see it.
I have
but
another one.
I
But we'll
immediately
wait till you
thought
watch
about-
it and we can talk
Yeah.
about it. Yeah.
Then I heard from somebody they just straight up like it. But my mama said
I like
stuff go over their head, so you can't.
Yeah.
No, facts. That was
you
good.
like you
That
don't
was
listen
good.
to him.
Yeah.
Any food places? Any food places you like to shout out? Have you ate at any restaurants, any places recently?
I'm
That
gonna
you
shout
get.
out. I'm gonna shout out the black ones, man. The best chicken in the city.
The
best fried chicken.
Oh,
I'm gonna just say this. Nah, it's quote unquote hole in the wall, like very
Who is it?
who?
no. It's Mirage.
That's what we like.
We knew it.
We knew it.
We knew it.
We knew
Yeah.
it.
Oh, y'all knew that. Y'all knew that.
You said hole in the wall. I
What you
said
doing?
ain't no way.
It's only-
Yeah,
It's
y'all
only,
know what you know about that chicken,
listen.
girl? Hey, that chicken be good. I'm telling you.
That chicken is. I had to stop eating the chicken at one
Slapping,
point
man.
because I ate it so much that you know how you eat something too much and it's like ew.
Ah, yeah.
So I kind of had to chill on it, but yeah.
That's
Every
crap.
Tuesday and Thursday. Shout out to the Mirage.
Shout out to Mirage, but
That's how it started.
shout out to Mirage on Thursday though.
We
They-
actually
Y'all know a little something.
we got
okay?
beef with the,
Yeah.
the security at the Mirage, but
Oh,
we
not
love
beef.
it.
He's allegedly my cousin. Ain't that crazy? That's Charlotte for you.
Bruh.
That's Charlotte.
No,
for you.
dang.
You beefing with your own
With your
cousin to
cousin?
get into security. Ain't
Dang.
that crazy?
They
You
give
don't
us
knock
a
They ain't
me
let you
out.
in for free? Hey,
You
good.
don't like me.
No, they don't. Yeah, they did not. They did not like the
man.
young.
Yeah, we
The
don't.
young tenders.
They do dirty 30 on Thursday.
Thursdays. I've been to a Thursday.
Yeah.
I've been to a Thursday.
I would.
Man, they would love y'all. Like, you crazy.
That's
They
the
love
problem.
y'all in
That's
there.
the problem. I don't think
Shoot.
the ladies want us in there.
My legend
Oh,
cousins
the
just want
ladies.
money.
Yeah.
No, I'm not saying them dudes.
The dudes is
They gonna
fine.
push
I
y'all
think
in.
I think the energy is coming from somewhere. We used to be cool. All of a
That's
sudden
crazy.
he turned against. He do not like this.
He don't like.
Oh, y'all was in there cutting up.
No.
I
We
think
don't.
the females probably told them, don't bring them young girls. You know? But we're gonna shout out some events. So I guess just shout out to Mirage, right?
Mirage.
Shout out to Mirage.
We wanted to
Yeah,
see what
for
you
sure.
gonna say. I was
Real
like,
Charlotte.
we was like,
Man, I know Charlotte, yo. I'm telling you. I know, yeah.
So you know the
Okay,
Chinku.
the chick. Chinko, yeah, I know.
That was like we lost a grandfather. That's
Nah,
just
really. Really though.
this moment.
Not
Silence.
like a grandfather.
Oh,
That's right.
God. There's only a few things that just make me sad in life, and that's one of them. But we're gonna shout out some connected events we got going on. We would love to see you there at one of them. So we got our comedy competition that's coming up May 1st.
Okay, comedy.
Very exciting.
Who we
very
got?
exciting.
Anybody of note in the city?
Maya.
No, what?
For you
Why
told
would
me you was performing.
Well, I'm supposed to be opening.
Opening?
Gosh, why?
I say,
Performance to me.
Oh my God!
you should be who hosting it? Who hosting
Why
it?
would you? I don't think nobody really hosts.
You should host it.
You
Like
know.
how Martin hosted
Def
Def Comedy Jam. You ain't necessarily gotta be a set.
but,
You just host.
God
And make
willing,
jokes.
God
Host and make
willing, I'll
jokes.
be opening.
Yeah.
So, and I said I actually need to start jotting the names down of the people because Kev post them. But
Okay.
shout out to our comedy competition we have going on. And May 2nd, we have our rock concert takeover, and I'm very excited for that because this is the first time I'm
not gonna.
I'm pretty sure not for Kev, but for me being in Connected, our first time venturing out something besides R&B and hip hop. So I'm very excited. I feel like this crowd is going to be a crowd.
Yeah.
So shout out to the rock concert we're having over the takeover. Then we have our poetry in motion. That's every Tuesday. Last Tuesday.
Yeah.
That's last Thursday.
Mhm.
Oh, so the comedy is every first
Where they need
Tuesday.
to show up at? You gotta tell them where to be at though.
The Heist.
Oh, Heist Brewery.
Heist Brewery.
Shout out.
Heist Brewery for
Shout
the
out.
poetry in motion.
All right.
Now for the comedy competition, here right at home,
Yeah.
700 North Tryon Street.
Okay.
So shout out there. Now, Grant, sometimes, not saying we don't give it the address too much, but don't be showing up out here looking like the people outside, y'all.
Oh yeah.
Don't embarrass us.
The Vapa Center. Y'all
Okay,
come
this is
through.
hall. This is home.
Yeah.
But definitely the Heist Brewery. Please go check out the Poetry in Motion.
Mhm.
And shout out to Mr. Excitement. He has something going on May 17th. I
Okay.
will pull it up on my phone, but
Okay.
I don't.
Shout out to Mr. Excitement.
So we got to go out there and support. And the last thing, y'all might, but my birthday's coming up. So,
When's your B-Day?
May 10th.
Mine is May 14th. Baby. May 14th. Come on, Taurus gang. Taurus season is
So shout out to the tourists.
yeah.
Shout out to all the tourists. May do y'all? I know Pisces, don't they do that? That whole March versus February.
I don't care.
Right, dude. We're just
You're Pisces.
all like, come on, y'all. We're just y'all all just one sign.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm doing a little pool party shindig.
Everybody
thing,
come.
Shindig. All right, we there.
Yeah.
Hop in the pool.
So it's
Nobody's
gonna be a great
It's gonna
thing.
be nobody in the
Yeah.
pool.
Nah,
Well,
if if
nah.
I hop in the pool, that means I'm 5 shades in the wind.
Somebody might get tossed in the pool.
Nah.
You can get
Who's getting tossed?
Attempted
You
murder.
birthday dunk. You get a birthday
Call the
dunk.
police. Call the police. So yeah, shout out to some events we got going on. And of course, every Monday, join us Connected with E, 7 p.m. around that time. Somewhere, whatever. Around that time. Come join me and my friend and some of our special guests. And the last thing, of course, we do our message of the day. First, I didn't have one because I just was like, I don't know if I want to do a message of the day because I was just kind of sad and I didn't care to give nobody a message of the day. But I said, let me be unselfish. And I said, you know what? I don't care what anybody says. You live for you.
That's right.
You live for you. You live for
Unless you got kids.
Unless you got, but even then, if you got kids,
You still keep yourself.
honestly,
if you're
they
not good,
say
you can't be the kids.
that
Can't be if you
the airplane theory is true. How can you save your neighbor if you don't? Now granted, that don't mean do that. Kids, y'all okay? All right, that don't mean do that. That means hurry up, put it on either. But just live for you. I think that's I've been seeing all my friends, all my homegirls. Shout out to all my peeps. We're coming in our mid-20s, getting older. So I see us all living for us. So I said, that's so great. You know, so everybody just live for you. You know, the summer's coming here, summer 2025. You got some plans? You going out of town?
Oh yeah. Well, I'll be there.
Thugging with your rounds?
Be there, I'm gonna do something.
Okay.
But summer, I will see. I ain't got like
We'll
trips planned, but I'm definitely going somewhere. Yeah.
All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, on that note, we come to an end.
Oh.
Thank you so much for joining us.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you for
so much,
having me.
Mr. Jermaine.
And where
Thank
can
you,
we find you on social media? Please let the people know.
Oh, yeah. Y'all check me out.
Get close.
Maintain. Oh, y'all check me out. Maintain. MAYNETAYN. MAYNETAYN. It's Maintain on social media. You go to the platform NC, go to Screw, you go to Too Busy BSing, wherever, but Maintain. Check me out. I'll follow back.
Hell yeah.
All right. But thank y'all so much for joining us. Connected with E every Monday, 7 p.m. And we out.
We out.
We're gone. Be gone.
The Konnected Radio plays the hottest hits from indie or mainstream artists. Artists, do you need radio play?